Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope everyone had as good a weekend as I did. I actually had a really good weekend. I worked Saturday, but took Sunday off and did some much needed self-care. Um, and by self-care, I mean 2 naps in that hammock and just spending some time relaxing. It was funny in that hammock back there. Um, I think I dreamt more than I have probably in the last week. But so it was very comfortable, very relaxing, and I hope that you guys enjoyed your weekend as well. I did also did some movie watching, which I haven't done in like forever, and finally got to see my Angelina Jolie movie. And so I was in hog heaven. It was a great Sunday, but something I wanted to kind of just talk about. It's funny how different things will come to my mind, and I'll think, yeah, I want to talk about that. Sometimes I forget what they are before I get here, and other times they do stick with me. I try and maybe get that video made as soon as the thought comes. But anyway, last week I was having a lot of emotions up and down, up and down, up and down about a lot of things, as we all do. And, I've had a lot of things going on in my life, my job, other things. And it's funny because you get to a point, especially if you're listening to your higher power, if you're having those conversations with your spirit guides and things like that, you keep getting those nudges for the things that you're supposed to do and the places you're supposed to go, the areas that you're supposed to change in your life, if you will. And I know for me, there's been so many areas that I've had to change in the last 6 months that it's been a little daunting at times, very exciting at times, especially when you realize, you have one of those epiphany moments where it's like, oh, okay, I get it, I get it. It's like understanding algebra for the first time, which I don't. But, but you know, it's like, I think for me, I kept hearing Spirit say to me, you need to release, you need to release, you need to release. And you're holding on to things that you shouldn't be holding on to. Now, of course, I think in a lot of situations, people automatically assume that that means someone, release someone. Um, and in my case, it did. Myself. I had to release some things about myself. And it created such an openness for me, We keep going back and forth sometimes in our lives where things will disappoint us or make us mad or hurt our feelings. And instead of really trying to understand why that's happening, we just want to blame the other person. And I think that it's really harmful to your own growth if the first thing you do when something upsets you or hurts you is to throw away another person. What you might want to think about trying first is throwing away your ideas of how you're dealing with things. Throw away your insecurities, throw away your fears. For me, it was like I put such high expectations on myself that it probably would be hard for just about anybody to meet those at times. But I've learned to put everything in perspective, or I'm learning to put everything into perspective. It's like we have to meet ourselves where we're at the moment, sit down and understand where we're at and why we're there, and then get rid of what doesn't serve you. And if it happens to be fear, fear of a new job, fear of a new position, fear of letting someone close to you, fear of people not understanding, then those are the kind of things that you need to release. That's if you have any belief that the universe has your back. My therapist always tells me if you have things that bother you, to take it and ball it up into an imaginary ball and then just get away. First time he said that to me, I was like, "You're so dumb." But it's like, it works. It works on worries. It works on frustrations. It works on fear. It works on hurt and anger. I find myself sometimes getting angry for things that, when I look back on it, it's like, why did I get so angry at that? Why did I let the string get entangled up at work? And because you don't work where I work, you don't understand that. But it's very important for the string not to get tangled. And when it does, sometimes I have this just wall of anger that comes up. And so I've had to start trying to figure out ways to prevent that, because it's not a good thing for me. There's also this one woman at work, and I think Spirit's put her there. He's put her there to test me and to try me, and I'm bound to determine that when she does it this week, I'm going to show her the loving side of Cindy instead of the other side. So anyway, I guess long story short, when you have something that challenges you, meet that challenge head on. Don't necessarily throw the baby out with the bathwater. Although sometimes the baby needs to go. So if you're in some sort of a situation where it's either mentally or physically abusive, throw it out. Get rid of it, of course. But if you're in a situation where you just need to maybe work a little harder to see other perspectives, to see your own perspective, to see what you really think and what you really feel, and then meet somebody in the middle. If you have to go to your boss and have a conversation, go to your boss. But don't let fear and anxiety and all those things take over. Be blessed. Have a great Monday, and I'll see everybody later.